to shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Cloudy skies, 57 degrees, cool air in this late May Saturday afternoon. We've got PSL Championship Softball on the campus of University of Detroit Mercy. We are the Prep. We've got a couple of coaches that have some insight to give. We'll start first with Janet Wallace, the head coach of East English Village. And then we'll hear from the King Crusader coach, Ronald Goss, right after this. Thanks for watching. Back to the PSL Championships as we get set for the Gold Division title.
Yes.
And it's the 2023 Gold Champion head coach, Janet Wallace, in her third year.
Good morning.
Congratulations.
Thank
Good
you.
morning.
Good morning.
You're back here again, a familiar face in the title game. What should we know about the girls this year?
They're excited. Most of them are seniors. They're leaving me, so this is their last year, and they're going to kick butt today.
Yeah, and how much can we value the fact that most of these girls were on that 2023
Yes.
title team?
They
That
were.
has to go a long way
It
today,
does.
right?
It does, and they have grown so much.
No.
You'll see it today.
Tell us about Jamila Stewart, your pitcher, your starting pitcher on the mound today. Tell us about what we can expect from Jamila.
Jamila, this is her first year at East English Village, but she is an awesome pitcher. She knows the game in and out. She thinks, she sees the field, she knows the field. She's an awesome batter. She's tremendous. She'll be getting NIL money today.
Really?
She should be.
Okay, well, she might. She will have all eyes on her today. Look, before this run by you in your third year, there's never been a championship in school history, formerly Finney High School. How much pride do you have that softball is now a thing at EEV?
Oh, awesome. I'm just so grateful to be a part of the team and to be their leader. And, you know, we have a whole team of coaches. We love them to death.
In your other work, you're a payroll clerk.
A payroll, administrative assistant, and bookkeeper.
Everybody loves the payroll clerk. Do people try to butter you up because you're writing a check to somebody? Do people try to be extra nice to you?
Especially the vendors. That's why I'm fat. They feed me well.
Oh, well, listen, we're going to feed you Dutch Girl donuts. We're not your vendor, but we are your provider of the broadcast today.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. It's
Coach
nice to meet you.
Wallace. We appreciate
Have
it.
a great day.
Back with
Go
more on the
Bulldogs.
prep. Yeah, you bet. Right after this. Detroit Mercy. We've got championship softball here on the prep, and we've got the head coach of the King Crusaders, Coach Goss, Ronald Goss, in his third year. Good enough to join us before this game. First off, congratulations on getting here.
I thank you. Thanks for having me.
It's a great setting. I know it's not the warmest of days, but we're going to play softball. No rain. So
No.
tell us about your season. 17-4 overall. It's been a good one. Kind of run us through where you're at, what you expected, and where you're at here today as you go for a championship.
In our third year, we're rebuilding the program, basically. And as far as expectations, we didn't really come in with any. We just play good, have some fun. But then girls started improving. You know, we got a nice little development program over there. And got about halfway, they were like, hey, we might could do something here. So then it kind of, you know, a little more expectations came. And here we are.
Yeah, how about it? 29 years as a firefighter in Detroit. Let's go to there.
Sure.
Tell us about that. First of all, thank you for your service.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
the service.
Appreciate that.
How has that prepared you to be a leader for young women?
That's a good question. I was in supervision for about 12 years on the department, so, you know, tough job, got to have heart, and I don't want to compare softball to firefighting, but a lot of the same stuff. You got to be tough, got to have some heart, got to be willing to play hurt sometime.
Yeah.
We're the same thing.
Sure.
So,
Putting out fires, Jada Summerhour has put out some fires on the mound in the circle this year for you. She goes on the bump. Tell us about Jada. What should we know about her?
Jada is a freshman, and she has a little experience coming in. But you said she saved our butt a couple times. Hell, the playoff game, we were pitching, died out on us. Jada, what can you give me? I do my best. Shut it down.
Wow.
Here we are.
Yeah,
Thanks
yeah.
to Jada.
When the offense is going, who are we looking to see, and what have they done all year? What's spectacular about your offense?
Grace Green.
Yeah.
I can't say enough good things about her. One of the best kids you're ever going to coach. 11 home runs, leading in every offensive category. I mean, I don't know what else to say about her. Comes to practice every single day. Great leader. She's a junior, so I get her one more year. Yeah, she is, I don't want to call her the man, but yeah, she sure plays like it.
Love it. All the best today. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Coach Goss.
Yes.
For the King Crusaders, getting his girls ready to go for a championship against East English Village.
First time in about 20 years, maybe.
It's been a minute.
Yeah. Or
We'll
close
find
to
out.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to know that. Yeah.
I will get on that.
I mean,
We'll find out for the broadcast.
Thank
We're
you very
back
much.
with more on the Preps coverage of the PSL Championship. And Coach Goss back with more after this.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores. Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores.
Welcome back to Detroit on the campus of Detroit Mercy, number 2 rated Catholic university in the Midwest, according to their billboard. I trust it. I believe it. It's a great school, and we're glad to be here today. Thanks to the PSL. Thanks to Anika Evans, Jay Alexander. Here's the East English Village lineup. It's Jamila Stewart, the pitcher, to lead things off, followed by Jemiah Womack, the first baseman. 3-hitter is Araya Harris, the second baseman. Cleanup hitter is Zanaya Motley, the center fielder. Batting 5th is Jamira Young. She's at third base. Batting 6th, it's Jada McGowan. She's in right field. Batting 7th, it's Pitts. She's in left field. Smith was a late scratch. The 8-hitter is Alexis Valley, the shortstop, and the 9-hitter is Cajun A. Hopkins, the catcher. And that's the starting 9 for East English Village under Janet Wallace in her 3rd year. And they come in 15-2. She led this club to a gold championship just 2 short years ago in their win over Detroit Central in a game that we called on the prep. Detroit King is taking their warm-up tosses. And on the bump is Jada Summerhour, the freshman. And you heard from the head coach, Ronald Goss. He said, hey, she's put out a lot of fires for us this year, and he knows a thing or two about putting out fires as a retired firefighter in the Detroit Fire Department. Scott is the catcher for the King Crusaders. It's Malpress at third, Green at short, Hill at second, Hill at first, Allen in right, Griffin in center, Foster in left. For the King Crusaders, 17-4, 17-3 in league play. They're the home team today. In the home whites, and we're set to go as Jamila Stewart's in the circle, or excuse me, in the box, and we're ready to go. First pitch is ball
Now
1.
batting for East English Village, the pitcher, number 11, Jamila Stewart.
Cloudy skies, cool but comfy enough. No rain. We've battled rain all week. Welcome to May-Vember. Pitches upstairs, so 2-0. This is the freshman Jada Summerhour. As you see there in your photo, your moving pictures today. Alex Westfall, your executive producer. Swing and a miss. Maybe a little bit overzealous with Stewart. And the count moves to 2-1. My name is Chad Bush. Glad you're with us in Detroit for the PSL Championship. Pitches on the outside corner, strike called, and this is what Summer Hour has done all year. Compete, battle. She's a freshman, so what? She doesn't care. Fearless. Full count offering is inside. Now it's a full count offering coming. A little ahead of myself. Too much coffee, too few chicken fingers, combinations that aren't great. Pitches up and away, that's ball 4. So a leadoff walk for Stewart. That'll bring up Womack.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 7, the first baseman, Jemiah Womack.
There goes the runner, and now she's caught in a pickle. Throw back to first, throw back to short, to Green, and now playing catch with Williams, who dropped the ball. So how about it? Remember playing pickle in the backyard or the front yard as a kid? It's fun. A little more fun when you're safe, and Stewart wins this battle. How about it? She played some pickle games in the old backyard. She won a lot of them. The ball was dropped by Grace Green, who's had an outstanding year. You do that 10 times, Green's going to catch it 9 out of 10. Now we see some realignment by the Crusaders. This is the 2-hitter, Jemiah Womack. For East English Village, formerly Detroit Finney High School, on the city's east side. Harris in the on-deck circle. Runner on second is Stewart. She stole second. That one is line foul down the first base line. That's the kind of contact Womack has done most of the year. She's a contact hitter. And Janet Wallace would love to see her trot home for a 1-0 lead. Wallace, the bench boss, who we visited with before the game. You heard from right here on the prep. Yes, she did. Womack a bit fooled on it. But again, Summer Hour battling back in a 2-2 count with a runner at second, nobody out. Inside, there goes the runner again. Scott couldn't handle it. And the softball IQ of Stewart is high. Great anticipation. She wasn't messing around. And she's a base away from giving us the first run. Full count back-to-back batters. Got her on strike. Summer Hour comes back with a sizzler upstairs. And there's a big one out on the board for the Crusaders from Lafayette Boulevard.
For the Bulldogs, second baseman, number 2, Araya Harris.
Strikeout number 1 for Jada. And that'll bring up Araya Harris. As you heard from the great PSL voice, Mr. Darrell Weaver, who's merely inches from me. That one gets away inside. It's 1-0 the Ville. The Bulldogs are on the board, and it's 1-0 in this gold championship game. In to score comes Stewart, doing it without a hit. That's what speed and softball IQ can do for someone. As you see her trot home, thanks to the fine replay coordination of one Evan Westfall. Also the EIC today. Swing and a foul tip into the glove of Scott. 1 out, bases clear. The freshman Summer Hour against the 3-hitter Araya Harris. Motley on deck. A message sent. I'm kidding. Sometimes they get away on a Saturday morning when the weather's hovering 50-ish. Another walk, and so EEV has been patient, and King has been giving. And now you're flirting with fire because Zanaya Motley, the center fielder's up. There goes the runner again, active on the base paths. Fine throw from Scott, but no chance to get the speedy Harris.
For the Bulldogs, number 14.
This is part of the game plan. It's a team really based with a lot of speed and advantageous. (15-2) are the Bulldogs. Swing and a miss. Summerhour took a little something off that. The 1-2 is lifted foul towards the architecture building. Bench loves it. Girls are getting giddy down there. Looking for the game's first hit. Not here, not now. Strike three, 2 are out. Meanwhile, Harris scampers to third for her second stolen base. But there's 2 outs in the second K for Summerhour. Here's how it went down.
Now batting.
Great movement. And so that'll leave things up to Young, Jamira Young, the third baseman.
Number 17, the third baseman, Jamira Young.
Detroit Kings 17-4 on the year. There's a shot up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit. In to score comes Harris. It's 2-0 Bulldogs on the RBI single from Jamira Young, the 5-hitter. Huge 2-out hit. It's the game's first hit. And there you see it right up the middle. Really no chance for the second baseman, Hill, to get to it. And another stolen base. And that was before the batter Young saw that the pitch was well outside. So East English Village looking to take advantage. Pitch inside, and it got her. Hit by pitch. McGowan will take first. Here comes Pitts. McGowan looks just fine.
That was number 15, Jada McGowan.
And she'll get a massage from Coach Michelle. And all is right again. That never happened for my first base coach. There goes the runner again in a busy base path, and that's Young buzzing her way to third. Runners at the corners, 2 runs in, 2-0 Bulldogs. And that got the batter Pitts. So Pitts, the runner's going to have to go back to third. No run in. That'll bring up Alexis Valley, but back-to-back HBPs. And dead ball, of course. Mr. Barry Cannon is in the house. Pride of the Crusaders of King the athletic coordinator. There's a swing and a ground ball just foul, fielded in foul territory by the first baseman, Kimora Williams. But quickly ahead with a first pitch strike. That's very important for the freshman Stewart. Excuse me, the freshman Summerhour. That pitch was real close. But you gotta love the competitiveness. Summerhour comes right back inside. Inside corner just missed. This is Alexis Valley, the shortstop.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, Alexis Valley, the shortstop, number 10.
Runners full of Bulldogs with 2 outs and a 2-1 count. Make it 3-1. That's ball 4, and that's another run. 3-0 Bulldogs on the RBI walk from Valley, and that'll bring up the 9-hitter, Cajun Hopkins, the catcher. Bases are still full.
For the Bulldogs, the catcher, number 13,
Swing and a miss.
number 9, number 1, Cajun Hopkins.
There you go. Quick answer by Summerhour. Bulldogs trying to extend this lead. Crusaders trying to shut it down. That one gets away. Here comes the runner in from third and in to score. That's McGowan in to score. Runners advance. It's 4-0. All of this on one hit. There's another, there was another look at it. Inside just missed from Summerhour. Jada Summerhour. Two and two. Outside corner, strike 3 called. So, Summerhour gets out of it. 2 runners stranded, but 4 runs in. And a great start for the Ville from the east side.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
Detroit King will line them up like this. It'll be Hill to lead things off, the junior second baseman. Green bats second, the shortstop, followed by Janelle Scott. the junior catcher. It's the freshman Jada Summerhour, the cleanup hitter, and of course doing the pitching. Kimora Williams is the 5-hitter, and she's at first base. Cheyenne Malpress is the third baseman, batting 6th. Peyton Griffin is the center fielder, batting 7th. It's Rozzy Allen, the freshman in right field, batting 8th, and Kendall Foster, the left fielder, batting 9th. Under Ronald Goss in his 3rd year, 17-4 for the Crusaders of Detroit King, and 3,200 Lafayette. And they're behind right now 4-0. Their rivals, East English Village, with a 4 spot on just 1 hit. And walks and hit by pitches and all those things equate to 4 runs on 1 hit for East English Village. But we'll see what King can do. Detroit King has had a fine season.
Leading off with the Crusaders, the second baseman number 1, Tiana Hill.
And this is the 3rd year the staff has been able to do this. There's a shot to left field. That's a base hit. That was crocked from Tiana Hill. She's going to keep running, and that is a double. And that is the hardest hit ball of the day. A loud double, and Hill says, we're here to compete at King.
Now batting for the Crusaders.
How about this hit?
The shortstop, number 12, Grace.
I mean, that was eye level, and that was crocked. In pits in left field, I mean, she had to run. And this is grass that probably hasn't been mowed in a day or two. And a little wet. And that thing rolled like it was turf. That one is driven to center. And that is going to get down in front of the center fielder, Motley. Rounding third, heading to score, and in to score is Hill. So Grace Green with the single to center. They'll call it a base hit. Daryl Weaver said so. And it's an RBI single, give her second base on the advancement. So that'll bring up the 3-hitter, Janelle Scott.
The catcher, number 18, Janelle Scott.
That was a foul ball. Much ado about nothing. So this is Janelle Scott, the 3-hitter. So quickly, 1 run answered. Grace Green dancing around at second. Cass Tech is in the house. The Green Girls are in. And there's a swing and a miss and a stolen base to third. That's Grace Green on the giddy-up. So Green advances. Count moves to 1-2. Base hit right field. In to get it, McGowan. Safe. Oh, my. How about the right fielder? I gave up on that play. The right fielder, McGowan, did not. Here's another look. I mean, she was playing second base. That should have been an out. I mean, that's the shallowest right field I've ever seen, and it was perfectly played. Into score, however, as that one is fouled back onto our little chicken finger table, the blank around table. 4-2, the lead's been cut in half. Swing and a ground. Oh, and a stab by the pitcher. That was caught by Stewart. And the throw to first, and that's a double play? How about it? What a stab by Stewart out of the cool Detroit air. And then the flip to first to Womack, 2 for the price of 1. Oh, she fell down, flipped over, got up, flipped it backhanded, and touched first base. That's all she needed to do. That, of course, is a force play. She didn't need to touch anybody. So here, Boy, it's hard to read the numbers. Number 5, Cheyenne Malpress is the batter. She grounds it to short, throw to first, it's wide. And that is going to make Malpress run for days. And she will carry on to third. So that will be an error, but how about Malpress running for days? That was Kimora Williams, by the way, not Malpress. And now this is Cheyenne Malpress, the batter, number 5.
Now batting, number 5, the third baseman, Cheyenne Malpress.
How about it? That ball was smoked. So King is a bit back. Lead's been cut in half. Couple of hits. 4 runs. That one's crushed down the left field line. That's a fair ball. That's going to get all the way to the wall. In to score from third is Williams. Stopping at third is Peyton Griffin. Sorry, that's Malpress again. And that's going to be a triple. Pitts had to run it down, but there's been some really hard hit balls. It's 4-3. What a game. We're just in the first inning. We're just in the first inning, boys and girls. That's a pass ball. We're tied at 4. And how about it? Nothing solved all of a sudden. Batter has to go back. The batter is Peyton Griffin, the center fielder. Pitches just a bit outside. 4-4. 4 runs on 3 hits for the home team, the Detroit King Crusaders. Swing and a miss, picked up, throw to first, and the strikeout is complete, inning over. But not before. 4 runs by the Crusaders. Say we're not done, we're just getting started.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
East English Village 15-2. Gold Division, just over 1,000 students. Co-ed public school. Second time they've been in the PSL Championship in the last 3 years. You'll recall Shamari Chappelle from last year, All City. Alanya Bentley and Caitlin Hawkins, all key players in that 2023 title team. East English Village, part of the tutelage of Janet Wallace. And they had a 4-run lead that is now evaporated in this Detroit Mercy Air. Welcome back to University of Detroit Mercy. My name is Chad Bush. Detroit King answers back with 4 runs in the first inning. And they have tied the score at 4. Jada Summerhour back on the hill. She had some walk and accuracy issues, but she's got a fresh start now, and that pitch is behind the leadoff hitter, Jamila Stewart, who fittingly enough will lead off the second just like she did the first. Stewart had that fine defensive play, the double play that was critical in the bottom half of the first. Big swing and a miss. Summerhour snuck one by her.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, the leadoff hitter and pitcher, number 11, Jamila Stewart.
What a beautiful scene here at Detroit Mercy, this softball field, trees behind us and the beautiful architecture. Of course, McNichols, Livernois behind us. Is this Livernois or McNichols? Which one, Huntman? Livernois. Thank you. Huntman's the resident UDM graduate, tour guide. He can do it all. Can hit a 4-iron to his house. I've been to his house. I know where you live, sir. What a battle here, 3-1, and a tie game to start the second. Pitch is inside, that will walk. The leadoff hitter, Jamila Stewart. So, Stewart's going to keep going. And why not keep going to third? She will. And why not go home? She will. How about it? It's a walk that turns into a home run. And it's 5-4. And Ronald Goss is going to come out and say, all right, let's regroup. This is how you hustle.
Batting for the Bulldogs,
Stewart just keeps running.
7, Jemiah Womack.
And by the time Scott was aware, she threw it to center field. And when you can run like Stewart, you just keep going. And they sent her home. And Goss says, we're not going to give runs away like that. Timeout. But that's just a quick run and a quick answer, and that's just a gimme. But let's give credit to Stewart. She made that happen. Not every player is going to have that kind of savvy and IQ.
5-4.
Pitch is low. This is the two-hitter, Jemiah Womack, the first baseman. Five runs on just one hit. You'll take him how you can get him. Pitches up and in. Inside corner just misses, but that's a well-located pitch. We'll have Detroit Renaissance against Cass Tech in the Blue Division Championship after this. And we've got a base on balls. So, back-to-back walks. And that will bring up
number 2, Araya Harris.
Here's Harris, tardy with that fastball. A run in, nobody out, and a runner on first. That pitch well outside. On the move is Womack. She'll keep running. No, she won't. Just kidding. Going to come back halfway through and wisely come back. They respect the arm of Janelle Scott. Time is called. Janelle Scott wants to have a minute. Bring the infield in. This is a nice timeout by the catcher. The chance to say, look, stop giving away things. Let him hit it. Let's make the routine plays. And if King makes the routine plays in this game, they'll give up half the runs they've given up. Credit East English Village. In at third is Malpress, and that pitch is up and just inside. 2-1. The pitch from Summer Hour is up and away. So here we go. Motley in the box against Summer Hour. Pitch outside and the throw down to third, and a little scamper back from Womack.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 14, Zanaya Motley, the third baseman. I'm here. Hey, how you doing? I'm here at UAB.
Pitch is low. We welcome back Austin Sonnenberg, who left us a single man, and he came back a married man. It was planned. It wasn't some Vegas thing. No one would judge if it was, but congratulations, man. Glad to see you back. He's heavily texting his wife now. So you see what happens when you get married. You have to, I'm kidding. He's not. He's working on social media stuff for us. It was a joke. But this is the kind of things that happens when you get married. No, man, congratulations. Glad everything went well. It did rain on his wedding, but I want the folks to know that's good luck. Pitch is inside. Congratulations to Mia as well. We've got a full load of Bulldogs on the base paths. Salivating to come home like a raw steak just hanging out on that plate. That one is grounded to third. That'll be a force play at third. They'll eat it there. That's a wise play and a savvy play by the third baseman. That's Malpress. And now a run is in, 6-4. It'll be an RBI ground out for Motley. And that will bring up Jada McGowan, the right fielder, number 15. Inside corner strike call. That's the kind of placement
The Bulldogs, number 15, the right
you
fielder,
want if you're
McGowan.
Jada Summer Hour. Wonderful placement on that fastball. It's Malpress playing in at third. Same force situation. Just one out.
This is too cold for the softball and baseball. But I'm just letting you know, we're at UAB. All right, what's the score right now?
Even Mr. Weaver's wife calls. Popped up. Infield fly rule. I guess not. That should be an infield fly. I don't know what happened. I got to be honest. I thought that was an infield fly rule. Am I off in that? They don't call that. What a great effort by Janelle Scott, who does come up with it. Throws to first. She's safe at first, but we stay at 6-4. Great effort again by Janelle Scott. Pitch inside, gets away from Scott, into score from third is number 14, Zanaya Motley. It's now 7-4, and the runners advance. This is Pitts. Pitches upstairs.
Now batting, number 3, Alexis Pitts.
Two and one the count. 3 runs in for the Ville, otherwise known as East English Village. And they've got runners in scoring position at second and third. There's a shot, foul territory, and a fine catch by the first baseman, Kimora Williams. Everybody stays put. There's 2 outs. And this catch in foul territory by Williams, maybe an inning saver. How about this? Pounces on it and foul, and gotta love it. Good lateral movement. Comes in, composed.
Now batting, number 10, Alexis Valles, the shortstop.
Here's Valley with runners at second and third and 2 out, and that's a strike in the inside corner. So Summerhour has come back and thrown that first pitch strike. She likes the inside corner. Let's see if she can move it around a little bit. Maybe find that outside edge. Alexis is all the way up to the front. Can we get a look at the batter, Valley, and where she's at in the box? I mean, she's well up and near the plate. The 1-1 inside. Good job by the catcher, Scott, to scamper for it and keep it in front. But, yeah, I mean, Valley is on. I mean, she's in front of that plate. Whatever works. Swing and a miss. Pitch in the dirt. Again, Janelle Scott's been a busy girl. Now the crowd's starting to feel it. Deuces wild. 2-2 count. 2 outs. Summerhour left it upstairs. There is a base open, of course, but they'd love to go with the number 8 hitter, Valley, with all due respect. They got Hopkins in the on-deck circle. Pitch inside, and that gets away, and here comes the runner in to score from third. It's now 8-4 as Young comes in to cross the plate. And the Bulldogs have now equaled their first run output. And they've got Ocho on the scoreboard. There's another look, and it's a lot for Scott today to handle. And, I mean, they've done her no favors. There goes the runner, and Scott's not buying that. Rightfully so. Valley scampers down to second in scoring position, though.
Number 1, Cajun Hopkins.
8 runs on 1 hit. Beautiful pitch that floats over for a strike. This is the 9-hitter, Cajun Hopkins. Runner at second, runner at third. Pitch is just up and away. 2-1. I want to thank our friends at Dutch Girl Donuts for the delicious donuts today. Outside corner, and that's taken for a ball as well. First base is unoccupied. In at first is Williams. The freshman Summerhour deals. Strike called. Full count. Runners will be ready. The freshman against Hopkins. And let's do it again. McGowan was ready to race home. So was Valley. Janae Hopkins, the batter. And she will take first, so that's another walk. Bases are loaded, and now they've got to deal with Jamila Stewart, the leadoff hitter and the pitcher.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Bulldogs. The leadoff hitter, number 11, the pitcher, Jamila Stewart.
Bases full of Bulldogs. Swing and a fly ball, center field, it's deep, and that is going to get over the head of the center fielder Griffin. This will score 2, this will score 3, and it's now an 11-4 lead for the Bulldogs on the big bop off the bat of Stewart. Griffin chased this thing all the way to the warning track and the 200 in center field sign. But in to score Valley, in to score McGowan. And Hopkins as well.
For the Bulldogs, number 7, the first baseman, Jemiah Womack.
So what a day for Stewart, besides pitching and having a solid first. Made that fine defensive play, the double play. And now the 3-run bases clearing triple. There's a little oppo shot that's going to go foul. "15 runs put up already, and this game is not even an hour old." Last year it was Communication Media Arts taking the championship game. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Summerhour will throw low, and that is going to be a base hit. They'll call it an error. A run is in. Stewart scores. It's now 12-4. And this is a play that Summerhour threw a little too hot, a little too low, and Williams couldn't scoop it.
Now batting, number 2, Amaya Harris.
Another run is in. Ground ball back to the pitcher, Summerhour. This time it's right down McNichols. And that's out number 3. 8 runs and an 8-run lead for the Ville.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
Ah, yes, the King Crusaders, PSL Gold Division, softball, and Ronald Goss has them much improved, and they have steadily improved and made a big jump this year. And he's been a guy that's led this softball in the city for a long time, 19 years. Here's how they'll line them up defensively for East English. It'll be Young at third, Valley at short, Harris at second, Womack at first. It's Hopkins behind home plate, Smith in left, Motley in center, and McGowan in right. East English Village trying to hold on to this 8-run lead. They had a 4-0 lead when they went into the bottom half of the first last inning, but King wasted no time coming out and tying the game. We'll see how Stewart and the Bulldogs can handle this one. This one's popped up center field, and that's going to drop in. It'll drop down in front of the center fielder, Motley, for a base hit. So,
For the Crusaders.
again, King comes right out, wastes no time, and they get a hit from Rozzy Allen, the right fielder.
Kendall Foster.
Three freshmen in the starting lineup for Detroit King. We've got a conversation and a conference, and looks like the catcher Hopkins is leading it. So, all right, Foster's ready, the senior in the box, as she looks at a first pitch strike in the outside corner. Rozzy Allen at first. That one is grounded back to the pitcher. Throw to first. They get one out. Advancing to second is Allen, but it's a ground out for Foster. And that'll bring up Tiana Hill, the second baseman.
Now batting. The second baseman, number 1, Tiana Hill.
Hill started things with a single her first time up. And she knocks one to left field. That's going to get up the gap. That's going to score a run. Rozzy Allen around third. She'll score. And Hill has a double. So the Crusaders come back out with their hitting shoes on and aggressively going after the softball early in the count. And this one is just ripped past Valley.
The shortstop, Grace Green.
And a run is in. This one is grounded back up the middle, a base hit. This is past Harris, in to score. Comes Tiana Hill on the RBI single from Grace Green, who has her second hit of the game and an RBI.
Now batting.
And she'll scamper all the way to third base. So 2 quick runs and just 1 out. And now that'll bring up number 25. Yeah. They may or may not be batting out of order. Kimora Williams is up. Swing and a miss. So we'll get that sorted out. 1-2 the count. The runner at third is Grace Green.
Hey, Percy, I think they're batting out of order.
Kimora Williams, the batter, awaits. Swing and a miss. Throw down to first, and she's out. And the tag. The tag was unnecessary, but it happened. So Williams is out, and there's a sore Kimora Williams. And bam. Ow. Yikes. A tag just for good measure from Womack. And now Williams is a bit gimpy. And they're going to take a look. Goss says walk it out. And is a tough player now. They're going to have her come back. I don't know what happened here. Why is she coming back? Okay. This could be a Kirk Gibson home run moment here. That one's off the glove. Coming home from third and scoring is Grace Green. So Green is in. 3 runs are in. It's 12-7. Swing and a miss, but guess what? Reaching first base is Kimora Williams, and that ankle looks like it's feeling a little better. She did turn towards second, but no attempt to go. So, strikeout, but she reaches first. Perhaps they'll give her a courtesy runner.
Batting number 5, Cheyenne Malpress.
And there goes Williams, who's feeling just fine. Here's Malpress, who had a base hit her last time up. 3 runs with 2 outs. So this is Jada Summerhour actually hitting now. And out of order. Yeah. Summerhour is supposed to be the cleanup hitter, but she's now batting 6th. And, yeah. What's an order swap amongst friends? Swing and a miss. And there goes Williams, who's got another stolen base. And that ankle is just fine. Full count. 1 out. Swing and a miss. Great pitch by Stewart. And that is out number 2. So, we'll see who comes up next. I believe this is Malpress. Swing and a miss. Oh, this is Janelle Scott. Okay. Which is outside. Scott.
Now batting number
18.
18, Janelle Scott.
Runner at third. Scott pops it up foul territory. Chase, and unable to get there was the third baseman Young, but Young had interference with the runner at third. If we get another look at this, she runs. I'm not saying the runner should be out, but she has every right to be there, but there's interference. Get another look in a second. And look, she runs. Well, I guess she did. That was over the base. Swing and a miss, inning over, side retired. 3 runs, though. King not going out quietly. Stick around. We got a dandy for the gold.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
What makes people stand in this line like this for 3 hours? Because we're not Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. These donuts are made fresh daily, and it's made with love and consistency. We got the same ingredients. It didn't change. The people know that, and that's why they standing out there.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Miss Janet Wallace, native of Jacksonville, Florida, and she has found a home in Detroit. Went to Westwood College in Atlanta, and she has led this program to their best seasons in school history. How about it? PSL champions 2 years ago in the gold, and that win on that beautiful night at the corner ballpark. They're looking to get back to the promised land, and right now they're +5. And Janet Wallace says, look, these girls are great. We enjoy being around each other. Loves the way the kids can relate, communicate. She's a bookkeeper and a payroll clerk. Better be nice to her. But she was fun to meet with, and she's done a great job with this program. And look, she didn't, not only did she play shortstop in high school, but she also played softball for the Comerica Bank team and a co-ed team. And she's retired the glove, but she loves softball, loves relating to these young women. She talks about how gratifying and rewarding it was, and has really seen the work, the dedication, and the growth this year. She loves the NFL, she says. She says, softball's fun, but my heart's in the NFL. And she's also the life of the party, and she's also a designated driver. Everybody loves that designated driver amongst a friend. That's a true friend. Throw to third, and one up and one down. This is a fine play by Malpress, who fired a fastball over to Williams. Malpress means business. She's been really good today for King. So one up, one down, and that'll bring up Young.
Now batting.
Jamira Young. The third baseman is up. Motley is out. And McGowan is on deck. And hit by pitch. No. They're going to bring her back. Let's see what happened there. And did it get her? She didn't get her tootsie out of the way. Got to move out of the way, the umpire says. But if I'm a hitter, I'm getting in there. I'm gonna take one for the team. That's a team player. Ground ball to third, backhand, and no play. Malpress did a great job of getting to it, but she couldn't handle it cleanly. And Mr. Weaver says E5. I would agree, sir. So a runner on with one out, and that will bring up number 15, Jada McGowan, the right fielder.
Now batting for East English Village, the right fielder, number 15, Jada McGowan.
Four runs for both teams in the first inning, but it was 8 runs for the Bulldogs, who doubled their output in the first. Swing and a miss. There goes the runner, and they won't get her. By the way, King has gone to the bullpen, and they've brought in Kamora Williams to pitch. Swing and a miss. And Williams has been more of a strike thrower. And look, the defense behind you appreciates it. They get a chance to stay on their toes. That is going to somehow avoid the batter. It's a stolen base. How did that not hit McGowan? She's got a protective shield upon her. Here's the replay, and that somehow just right, I don't know. I mean, now that's sportsmanship. How about it? Something softball players will do, but baseball players probably wouldn't do. How about that? Jada McGowan says, there it is. Points down for the catcher. There's the ball, Scott. Runner holds at third. That's young. Big pitch coming. Full count, 1 out, runner at third. No runs in. King trying to keep it clean in this inning. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Fouled back. Let's do it again. Our umpire said that there was a foul tip. We'll take his word for it. He was right there. Here's another look. Yep. Little tip there. And now we're going to get a bat change. Janet Wallace says this one's got the magic. Full count, 1 out, a new life, new magic stick. And there's no pixie dust left in that one. Throw is low, run is in. Everything went wrong after the strikeout. A beautiful strikeout for Williams, but Scott unable to convert with a throw down to first. Here's another look. Great pitch, movement, throw, and there goes the runner. That's going to go into center field. Throw down to third, and a 2-bagger. A run is in, and now a runner's at third. And the ball getting thrown around the infield and throw home, and no. So East English Village running around, and well, Ronald Goss believes that the runner did not touch home plate. And King's just throwing this thing around. It's been a rough sequence. Timeout. And so King's going to try to bring it together. And we'll get another look at what happened at home plate and the debate on whether home plate was touched. That was the argument that Ronald Goss had. And she got it with a toe, not by much. It's a fair argument by Goss, but she did get it with that front left toe. So 2 runs are in. It's a touchdown lead for the Bulldogs over the Crusaders in what feels like a Friday night in the fall, or a Saturday night in the fall, if you will. Inside corner just missed. Kimora Williams, who has taken over for Summer Hour and has given up a couple. Ground ball to short. Good glove throw to first, and that is out number 2. That's a sharp, sharp fielding glove by Grace Green, the shortstop. Boy, that's a smooth operator at short. Look at this.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Bam.
number 10, Alexis Valley.
And a throw to first like she meant it. 2 are out, nobody on, 2 are in. 14-7, the Bulldogs of East English Village, formerly Finney. 2-0. This is the shortstop, Alexis Valley, the 8-hitter. In the 3rd inning, glad to be with you from UDM, University of Detroit Mercy, the Titans, who won a Horizon League title last in 2019. Three and 0 as the wind starts to whip on this cloudy, cool day. Outside corner and take your base. Here's Kajane Hopkins, the catcher.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, the catcher, number 1, Janet Hopkins.
There goes the runner, throw down to second, not in time. And the runner wants to go to third. And the runner made a mistake. How about it? The throw to third, the tag by Malpress, and the savviness of King to clear it out. So 2 runs in, a touchdown lead for the Bulldogs for the city title.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. When I get it, there's no hesitation.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
What makes people stand in this line like this for 3 hours? Because we're not Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. These donuts are made fresh daily, and it's made with love and consistency. We got the same ingredients. It didn't change. The people know that, and that's why they standing out there.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Ronald Goss, the bench boss, in his 3rd year. 19 years he's been coaching, long time. He's been at some different places, all very successful stops. He's a Denby High alum. And how about a 10-win improvement from last year? This team a surprise of the PSL Gold. How about it for Ronald Goss? 29 years as a firefighter in the city of Detroit. And Ronald Goss, one of the good ones, in his 3rd year at Detroit King. And King right now behind 14-7. And we've been informed that they will not start an inning past 145. So it's a time restriction type thing. There you see Ronald Goss. So we are just in the bottom of the 3rd. This one will certainly not go the full 7. Time will get this game before the 7 innings does. But can King make a run? Timeout. This won't help the time limit. Well, Jamila Stewart back out there on the bump, and we've got a glove, glasses. Okay. Coach Michelle on the hop, hands out glasses, massages, and everything in between. You got to give it up for the Ville staff. Now then, we've got a new player coming in. That is McGowan coming back from right field. Okay, swing and a miss. So this is number 5, Cheyenne Malpress. And she looks at one low. She's a junior. The third baseman has played really well at third
Batting
today.
For the Crusaders, Cheyenne Malpress.
There's a ground ball left side, knocked down by Alexis. Throw to first, not in time. And the Crusaders do something really well. They hit to contact. And they are not messing around with contact today. And so Malpress is on with a base hit. And we'll see who's up next. There's a ground ball right side. Hit and run works perfectly. It's a base hit for Peyton Griffin, the freshman center fielder. Malpress will go to third. And it's runners at the corners with nobody out for the freshman Rozzy Allen.
Now batting for the Crusaders, number 19, the right fielder, Rozzy Allen.
What a great piece of hitting. This one's flown to right. This one's going to get beyond the right fielder, McGowan. This will score a run. Into score comes Malpress, right behind her, Peyton Griffin. It's a 2-run double off the bat of Allen. Her second hit of the day. Just got beyond McGowan.
16, Kendall Foster.
And that'll bring up the 9-hitter Kendall Foster, the left fielder. With Allen at second base. This is a 5-run game. So a quick answer for King with 2 runs. Stewart deals outside. This game has seen 23 runs in just over an hour's time. That one gets beyond the catcher. Hopkins down to third. Goes Rozzy Allen. Cass Tech and Renaissance will play next. That is a ball 4. So runners at the corners. Flip it to the top of the lineup, and here comes Tiana Hill, already 2 hits today.
Number 1, Tiana Hill, the second baseman.
Hill was anxious to go after that one. Fouls it back, 1 strike. Ground ball, fair ball. Oh boy, that's foul, my bad. Jumped the gun, sorry. That was close though, I'd love to see that one again. That one's foul back. Here's a look down the line, and I don't know. Tough to see from there, but good look nonetheless. 0-2, that's outside, and Kendall Foster playing around down at first, trying to draw a throw. It's a purposeful play. The 1-2 pitch, fouled back. That was headed for Mike Batches' grill. Thank goodness for that. Netting. Crowd starting to heat it up. All right. Fans are feeling it. Runners at the corners, nobody out. 1-2 count. Line drive, base hit, left field. Into score comes Allen. This is a 4-run game. And it's been a 3-run third for King, who just keeps on hitting, and still nobody out. I mean, these are clean hits now.
Now batting for the Crusaders, the shortstop, number 12, Grace Green.
That's the 3rd hit today for Hill. And this is Grace Green. And Grace Green, they're going to walk. To load things up for Janelle Scott, we think.
Now
No.
batting for
This is Kamora Williams.
now batting for the Crusaders, number 15, Kamora Williams.
So Williams will bat with the bases loaded. She represents the tying run. Popped up. This is an infield fly, and that is out number 1. A huge out for Stewart. So bases are still loaded, infield fly. That's the first out of the inning. And now it's time for Jada Summerhour, the pitcher, who's now at first base. So Summerhour, the batter. That's outside, ball 1.
Now batting, Jada Summerhour.
Summerhour went fishing for the Stewart sinker. A little over anxious there, and it's 1-1. Well located for Stewart. Outside corner, strike called. Great bounce back for Jamila Stewart. 1-2 count. Just missed. I mean, not by much. Oh, if you're Stewart, you wanted that one. Good eye, though, by Summerhour. The count is now full. With 1 out, tying run is Summerhour, the batter. Swing and a miss. Nope, nowhere for anybody to go. That's out number 2, and that's a huge one. So that will bring up Janelle Scott, the catcher, in a huge spot, and she'll come down and have a word with Ronald Goss. And one can only wonder what this conversation's all about, other than just relax and wait for your pitch.
Now
Sometimes
batting
things are simple.
for the Crusaders, the catcher.
Meanwhile,
number 18,
Coach Michelle
Janelle
counters
Scott.
with a defensive discussion. And the two coaches matching wits. Janet Wallace also with instructions from the bench on that front step. Pitches upstairs. (14-10). Strike called, 1-1. Stewart found that upper outside quadrant. Barely. Swinging a ground ball left side. That's through the hole. That's going to score a couple runs. 1 run's in, 2 runs are in, and out number 3 at third. Now, here's the question. Did that out happen before the run scored, the second run scored? And the umpires are going to have to talk about this. Here's another look. 1 run certainly scores. Does the second run score before the runner's out? No, it does not. They currently on the board right now have that run up. That is incorrect. We're back with more on the prep after this.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
covering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
We are The Prep. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to contact us for a sponsorship or a broadcast, please do so. info@theprepsports.com. You can also find us on our social medias on TikTok, X, Instagram, Facebook, and on YouTube. You can also subscribe on our YouTube. We'd appreciate it. We've been told this is the final inning. So, here we go. They did count that run. So the umpires count that last run. So it's 14-12 indeed. This will be the last inning. This is number 1 batting, and this is the 9-hitter, the catcher, Hopkins. Grounds it back up the box. It'll be a base hit. It was touched by the pitcher, Kimora Williams, and we'll see how they score it, but really a tough luck play. Knocked down by Williams, and really no time to make the play after that. So lead-off single and a big one for the Bulldogs, who now have seen their lead shrink to 2. And so this is an intentional walk. They will walk the leadoff hitter, Jamila Stewart, and pitch to Jemiah Womack, the 2-hitter second baseman. With 2 on, nobody out. Pitch is low and inside.
Standing for East English Village, first baseman number 7, Jemiah Womack. Let me have your attention, please. It could be coaches from Cass Tech and Renaissance. Please bring your batting lineup cards to the press box.
There goes the runners. Double steal. Throw to third, not in time. Those are
Coach
2 big
from
runs.
Renaissance and coach from Cass Tech, we need copies of your batting lineups brought to the press box. .3-0 count. Williams deals, and that's a walk. So this has been all walks. Well, 2 walks, 1 intentional, 1 unintentional. And we're going to get a pitching change. So Kimora Williams will go back to first base. And I believe we will see the freshman Jada Summerhour back in the circle. And she comes in firing just outside the zone. And it is indeed Summerhour who's back in there. This could never happen in baseball, by the way. And that's a hit by pitch, and that's a run. It's now 15-12 on the hit by pitch. Harris gets plunked. And now here comes Motley with the bases juiced. In to score comes Stewart. In to score comes Hopkins, pardon me. So 15-12. Nobody out. And that one might have caught the ump. Now batting.
So East English Village put up 4 runs in the first, 8 in the second, 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth so far. This 4th inning will be our final inning. Pitches outside. We're at University of Detroit Mercy in Detroit, Michigan. home of the Horizon League's Detroit Titans. Ground ball right side, scooped up, throw to first, and that's out number 1. A run scores. That's Young. It's now 16-12. And 2 runs are quickly brought back. Excuse me, that was Stewart that scored, and here comes the batter, Young. And Young grounds it right back to second base, and that gets through the hole. In to score comes Womack. And right behind Womack is Harris. 2 more runs score. It's now 18-12. East English Village. Now King will get last at bats. But this is a huge answer for the Bulldogs. Swing and a miss. This is McGowan, the right fielder, Jada McGowan. And scampering down to second base is Jamira Young. You'll take all the runs you can get in this barn burner. 30 runs today put up so far. We've played just 3.5. And that one's fouled back and off the noggin of the catcher, Cajun A. Hopkins. That's the catcher, Janelle Scott. Scott's had a long day. The Phoenix of Renaissance and the technicians of Cass Tech getting ready to rumble. Pitch inside. Good job by Scott to keep it in front. We'll have that game coming up on another link for you. Oh, about 2:30. That one's fouled back. 1-2. 1 out in this inning.
Now batting, number 15, Jada McGowan.
Ground ball left side, scooped up, throw to first, and it's wide, and it's up the line. And that is going to allow the base runner to come in and score. And the errant throw. Young comes in to score. And McGowan scampers all the way to third. Another run is in. It's now 19-12. Here's another look. Just a fine composed scoop, but the throw wide, and then chaos ensues. And the Bulldogs are back up a touchdown. King had cut it to 2. But another crooked number here in the 4th. Swing and a miss. 2-1 the count. Happy Memorial Day weekend. You guys believe it's Memorial Day? Doesn't feel like Memorial Day, does it? No. By the way, there's now 2 outs. They said that runner left early. So 2 outs and a 3-1 count. Ground ball, second base. Scooped up by Harris and safe at first. Oh boy. Higgins, who pinch hit is safe at first. Let's take another look. And this was a handoff that went awry. It was scooped up by Hill, and she went to hand the ball, but she ended up handing the glove, and it just didn't go for the out. But that is it, and that's all. Okay, we're back with more on the Preps coverage right after this.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
What makes people stand in this line like this for 3 hours? Because we're not Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. These donuts are made fresh daily, and it's made with love and consistency. We got the same ingredients. It didn't change. The people know that, and that's why they standing out there.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Welcome back to Detroit, University of Detroit Mercy. Ground ball up the middle, that's a base hit. This is how the Crusaders have started every inning. Why would this be any different? All they've done is hit. That's their 9th hit today. They have 7 less runs, but look, they have been swinging, making contact, finding holes. It's been fun to watch. That Cheyenne Malpress, I believe, that had that base hit. So, leadoff runner on, and there goes the runner. And so Malpress will scamper down to second base. It's been Jamila Stewart all the way. Ground ball to short, handled by Alexis, throw to first, and it's offline. Safe at first. Malpress will head to third. It'll be an error on the first baseman. Womack. And that will bring up Peyton Griffin, or Rozzy Allen, rather. That was Peyton Griffin at first base. So this is Rozzy Allen, the right fielder, the number 8 hitter.
Now batting for King, number 19, Rozzy Allen, the right fielder.
Final at bats. There's a looper to right. That's going to drop down. In to score Malpress. Allen has her 3rd hit today. Peyton Griffin stops at 3rd. But how about it? Rozzy Allen with another RBI, her 3rd of the day to go with her 3rd hit. What a great piece of hitting. Going the other way, patient. That'll bring up Kendall Foster. And she looks at a pitch outside the zone. So 19-13 now.
Number 16, Kendall Foster.
Bottom of the 4th inning. PSL Gold Division title on the line. And it's a patient Kendall Foster. She's walked already today.
King looking to come back in grand fashion. They've been down 7 runs in this game twice. Pitch a little too tall. Was that a ball? I thought it was. Two and 2 the count. Pitch is up and away. That was close. Oh, baby. Full count. Runners at second and third. Strike 3 called. And tagged out at home by the catcher Hopkins to make sure. So Foster is out. First out of the inning. Here's how it went down. Big strikeout for Stewart.
Top of the lineup for the Crusaders.
Well placed. Off the glove of Hopkins.
Tiana Hill.
But she scampers to make sure that she's tagged out. So, top of the lineup, this is Tiana Hill, who's had a really big day. 3 hits on the day. 2 singles and a double, and another shot down the line, and that is foul. Boy, Hill, the junior second baseman, has been very aggressive, and they're going to walk her. So they're going to put Hill on. This is a good call. I like this decision by Janet Wallace. That'll bring up Grace Green. This is not exactly relief. They're going to walk Grace Allen. So this is another strategic move. Back-to-back walks. What a sign of respect. And we'll see how this pays off. Back-to-back intentional walks. And that'll bring up the freshman Jada Summerhour, who has to feel disrespected in this spot, saying, wait a minute. It's Kamora Williams, actually, who will bat.
Now batting, number 25, Kamora Williams.
Williams looks at one. In there for a strike. Bases loaded, 2 runs in. That one's fouled back. King with a tying run in the on-deck circle with 1 out. In a game that has seen 33 runs. And we haven't even played 4 full innings. Swing and a miss, and the runner's out. Everybody's gonna have to go back. Bases were full. 2 are out. Nope. Strikeout. And it doesn't matter that it got past the catcher because it's a force out. It's an out. Nowhere to go. Don't need to tag her. 2 outs. So, down to their final out. Popped up. This could do it. Infield and caught by Stewart. And the Bulldogs win the title. The gold champions belong to the blue and gold from the east side of Detroit, the East English Village Bulldogs. Their 2nd title in the last 3 years. And the celebration has begun on the campus of University of Detroit Mercy. We'll take a timeout. We'll have our G of the game and more coming up right after this.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
First, life gives us many. From buying your first car or first home to starting a business, Alliance Catholic Credit Union is here for you every step of the way. From checking and savings accounts and youth accounts to auto loans, mortgages, business needs, and financial planning. A full-service financial institution with over 70 years of experience. We're committed to serving your firsts, seconds, 50ths, and every day in between. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
The shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
That's the G of the game right there, and she deserved it. Jamila Stewart, the pitcher, winning pitcher, a couple of hits, couple of RBIs. She stood in there and withstanded some punches from the Crusaders of King, who would not back down. They would make this a 4-run game. They would get as close as 2, but in the end, the Ville in that 8-run second inning, just too much to tangle with. Yes, congratulations to head coach Janet Wallace, her second title in 3 years. Here's some highlights from this one. Started with a 4-run first. Stewart and Womack and Harris and Motley all getting in on the act, but King would bite back big time. Hill would get on with a single. Green would follow with a hit. Scott would walk, and then they would equal the 4 runs. Big play by Stewart right there. That was the double play ball that she caught. But again, it was a pesky group. In to score Williams. East English Village would add on, though. That 8-run second inning we talked about, it was a 5-run third for King, but it was matched in the top of the 4th inning with 5 runs of their own, as King would just not be able to out-hit their mistakes in the field and on the mound. But this was a fun game. It was back and forth, and in the end, the title will go back to the east side of Detroit. East English Village gets the win. They're 16th on the year. They go to 16-2. There she is, the life of the party. The party's a little bit more fun with that PSL gold title that Janet Wallace and Jamila Stewart and the girls from EEV hoist. That'll do it for our coverage. I want to thank our talented crew for making this possible. Special thanks to Jay Alexander and all the great folks at the PSL. Final score, 19-15. East English Village knocks off the Detroit King Crusaders, who fall to 17-5. But a great fight from Ronald Goss's girls. They'll have something to say in the districts. But this night and Saturday on a cold May afternoon belongs to Janet Wallace and the East English Village Bulldogs, who win the Gold Division title. Thanks for watching. Your executive producer is Alex Westfall. My name is Chad Bush. Have a great Saturday, everybody. Coming up next, it's the Blue Division title. It's Renaissance against Cass Tech. Find that on our link, theprepsports.com. Back with more after this.